Troops TV, presented by Barstool Sports. We're on to the player ratings segment for the Tottenham versus Arsenal game at Tottenham Stadium. It was 3-0 to Tottenham. Let's start with Aaron Ramsdale in goal. Troops, what's his rating?
I gave him a 6. He made a great save in the second half to keep it a 3-0 from Royal. I don't think he could have done anything about the goals. Kicking was much better today as well. His kicking's been a bit booky in recent weeks, but it was much better today. So yeah, 6 for Ramsdale.
All right, let's start with the back line. Let's go, Cedric.
Cedric.
Next to Holding, he looked like shit. He looked like shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
He probably get a free blood. You get me? They targeted him. He was stupid, and his mistake is what changed the game. You get me? The game was going in our favor. We had control of the game. Tottenham were not in the game. I was bantering Lily, saying like, "Are you gonna come into our half at any point? Like you're the home team. Like, understand? You don't need to win, and we're the one that's showing the intensity and the aggression." But that fucking idiot, blood. You get me? Him and Holding, blood. Absolute idiots, bro. 3.
Let's go Holding next turn.
Holding gets a 1 today, bro. You get me? Because he was stupid. You get me? The persistent fouling to get the yellow, and then doing that when you're on a yellow in a London derby and you're 1-0 down and you're away from home. And that's what you do. And you've been on tremendous form, and you just absolutely have ridiculous head loss, blood. And you cost us the game because there's nothing I have to say about Arteta today. We'll get into Arteta. There's nothing I have to say about Arteta. It's these fucking players, blood, that have let him down today. You understand? They have absolutely fucking let him down, bro. You get me? And Holding was shocking, blood. 1.
Gabriel, next.
Gabriel, I give a 4. It wasn't his fault that we were 2-0 down, but the third goal, he's got to do a lot better. The second goal as well, like, he could have gone with Bentancur. You understand? But he doesn't. He's just there, and he's just like, do I go? Do I stay? You understand? Like, he should have just followed him and gone. I know it's zonal marking, but you see there's a free man. Follow the man, bro. You see the ball's going to him. Go and deal with that. Fuck the area. Go and deal with the fucking situation, bro. You get me? And he didn't do that. And then bang, 2-0. So yeah, 4 for Gabriel.
Up next, Tomiyasu.
Tomiyasu, I give a 6, blood. I think he was one of the few players who performed like it was a North London derby, blood. You understand? Goal saving challenges. He never got, you understand, run about or nothing. He's playing out of position. Then he got moved to centre back when we were 10 man down. When we were down to 10 men, he still didn't perform badly. He's just come back into the team after a lengthy injury. You get me? Like, big up Tomiyasu, bro. 6.
On to the midfield. Let's start with Mo Elneny.
4. There was no midfield today, bro. You get me? Like, him and his partner absolutely bottled it today. You get me? Bentancur and fucking Højbjerg were controlling the midfield, blood. The way that Partey and Xhaka controlled the derby at the Emirates, that's how Højbjerg and Bentancur had it today, blood. You get me? Midfield was non-existent. This was old school Elneny, blood. You understand? This is the Elneny that we know. You get me? This is why I'm saying that. You get me? When they're saying new contracts and them thing there, I'm like, bro, if we want to go to the next level, we need to get rid of these men. We need to done with this emotional attachment. He's a good guy. Nah, fuck that, blood. You get me? Like, there's been many a teams that had good guys, but to kick on, they got rid of them. You get me? And that's no hate on Elneny. It's just he's not that level. Do you understand? Because Bentancur, for me, Bentancur's a baller. You get me? Højbjerg, I'm kind of like, you're like Xhaka to me. Bentancur's a baller. You get me? And Elneny's not that. And Bentancur's way younger than him. So, you feel me? But yeah, 4 for El Neni.
You alluded to him, Granit Xhaka.
Same as El Neni, bro. You get me? There's not even no point repeating myself. You understand? We might as well just move on to the front line. You get me? So Xhaka gets a 4 as well, blood.
All right, on to Saka.
Saka gets a 4 as well, blood. You get me? I think he was poor today. You get me? I know that he was brought off against Leeds with the injury. And I know he didn't train until yesterday. And you could see that in his game. You get me? He wasn't direct. He wasn't his usual self. You get me? Sessegnon was barging him off the ball and everything there. I was like, what the fuck, blood? Saka don't get bad up. I was this little idiot coming here and just rossing him up. You get me? Like, it wasn't the Bakayo that we all know, blood. So we have to give honest assessments. 4 for Saka today.
Through the middle, let's go Odegaard.
Odegaard, I gave a 5. I think it was an average performance from him. I think he tried, but he just couldn't get it going, blood. You get me? He just couldn't get it going. He couldn't find his rhythm. He couldn't find the spaces. He couldn't feed the balls to the wingers, to Nketiah. It was just an average performance from Odegaard today. 5.
Then Gabriel Martinelli.
Martinelli, I give a 6. Like Tomiyasu, he tried the whole game. He performed the whole game. He was tracking back. He was trying to make things happen going forward. Martinelli was probably our best outfield player today, Brad. So I was very surprised when Arteta took him off. But then I literally went, 1 minute, I get why he's taking him off. We're 3-0 down, top 4's on the line. Let's bring our best players off if we can, and let's save them and not get them injured. You get me? So I totally did understand. I didn't understand it at first because I was like, well, he's our best player. He's our biggest threat. But then I took a step back and I was like, 1 minute, we're down to 10 men. We're 3-0 down. It's the second half, away from home, in the derby. Fuck it. You get me? Let's just, you understand? Let's not make the situation worse than it already is, blood. But Martinelli done well today, bro. You get me? You know he's going to fight no matter what. So, yeah, 6 for Martinelli.
Then up front, Edin Nketiah.
He didn't really have the ball. He didn't really get no chances. You get me? There's not really a lot you could say about his game today. He didn't really get involved. Well, the first 20 minutes, he was doing his thing. But then from at 1-0 down to 10 men, he couldn't really do nothing. He was just a lone man up there. So I'd have to give Eddie a 5 today.
Then on to the guys that came off the bench. Let's start with Smith Rowe.
Standard 5. Didn't have enough time to do nothing.
On to Alex Lacazette.
Standard 5. Literally came on for 1 minute, 2 minutes, blood.
Then, so I said Smith Rowe, like Nuno Tavares.
Literally same thing, blood. Didn't have enough time to do fuck all.
All right, I'm predicting a negative infinity. On to the referee for this one.
The referee, I give -10. I think the penalty, it's a 50-50. He can give it, he can't. I think he wanted to do up Celeb and do up fucking Wayne Niem, Mike Dean. I think he wanted to do up Mike Dean today. The sending off, I don't really have no complaints. But you get me, the penalty is what changed the game. So yeah, -10 for that pussy.
So on to the coach, Arteta.
This is gonna sound mad, but I give Arteta a 6. I don't blame him today, blood. You get me? With the Ben White injury, he had to put in Holding. You get me? Holding's form as well. Holding deserved to start. You can't complain with the midfield. You can't complain with the front line that he picked. It's been on form. The players, i.e. Holding and Cedric, let him down today. You get me? Them two there cost man the game. You understand? Cedric with the penalty, which changed the game, and then Holding getting himself sent off. Absolutely ruined it. You get me? We could have won and top 4's done. You get me? We're going to our 2 games in party mode. You get me? We're just literally celebrating and just waiting for season to end and just start the top 4 party and look forward to our transfer window and pre-season and all of that jazz. You get me? But now it's squeaky bum time. You understand? And that's down to Holding and Cedric. So yeah, I give Arteta a 6. I don't blame him today.
All righty, that's the players' rating segment. I mean, for me, it's the ref that changed everything for the entire game. Then everything just fell apart. But that's player rating segment for the Tottenham versus Arsenal game at Tottenham Stadium. It ended 3-0 to Spurs. Apologies for the planes flying up ahead. I'm headed back to New York from Dallas. TroopzTV, presented by Barstool Sports. We're out of here.